Hey there. If you're a parent or carer for a child with autism, you know that finding the right tools can literally change everything. Well, you've come to the right place. This is your quick and simple guide to the ASD Nest App, a tool that's really designed to bring a bit more calm and structure into your family's day.
So let's just jump right in. The whole idea here is simple. A super fast setup that gives you real, practical support for your child every single day.
And this really gets to the heart of it, doesn't it? For so many of our kids, predictability is absolutely the key to a calmer, more manageable day. And this app is built to be a powerful partner in creating exactly that.
All right, let's get you up and running. Your first 15 minutes are all about two really simple but super important things: locking down the app and making it feel like a welcoming space for your child. It's fast, I promise, and we're going to do it together right now. First things first, let's secure those parent controls. You're going to tap the Parent tab, and the default PIN is easy to remember, 4321. But, and this is crucial, your immediate next step is to go straight into Settings and change that PIN. This protects all the routines you set up from any accidental little changes.
Okay, next up is the fun part, making it personal. In that same Settings menu, you'll add your child's name and upload a few photos. Just a little tip. The app works best with up to 8 landscape photos, the ones that are wider than they are tall. This is such a simple step, but it's so powerful. For a lot of kids, seeing their own name and familiar faces just fosters this sense of ownership, and it makes a new app feel less like a tool and more like their space.
And here's what it looks like in action. The second your child opens the app, they're greeted by name, right next to a little slideshow of friendly, familiar pictures. It's just this really warm welcome that creates a positive connection right from the start.
So with that setup out of the way, let's get into the real core features for building predictability. We're going to look at how daily routines and social stories work together to help bring down anxiety and make the day feel a whole lot safer and more structured.
This shows you both sides of the coin when it comes to routines. On the left, you've got the parent's view. It's incredibly simple. You just add a task and set a time. And on the right, that's what your child sees, a clean, clear, visual schedule. They know what's happening now, they know what's next, and they get that really satisfying tap to mark a task as done.
Okay, here is a really important pro tip about the rewards. The app has this wonderful confetti and cheering celebration, which is awesome, but it's really important to know it only happens when all the tasks for the entire day are completed. So think of it less as a reward for each task and more like a big finale for finishing the whole schedule.
Now, beyond just the daily schedules, the app helps prepare your child for specific social situations. The Social Stories feature uses these simple illustrations and captions to walk them through events, like maybe a visit to the library or going to the dentist. And then it asks these little questions to check for understanding in a really gentle, encouraging way.
And in that same spirit, you can prepare for new places. So if you've got a visit planned to a new school, a doctor's office, or even a relative's house you haven't been to in a while, you can upload your own photos to create a visual preview. This helps demystify a new environment before you even leave the house, which can significantly reduce that potential anxiety.
So planning is totally covered. But what about those challenging moments that just happen right now? Well, that's where the comfort zone comes in. It's a whole toolkit designed for that in-the-moment emotional support.
The comfort zone is just packed with options, from a fun percussion board and bubble poppers to a doodle pad, a virtual sensory room, and even a mood journal. And you know what the best part is? There's zero setup required. They are all ready to go the moment your child needs them.
Let's take a closer look at the transition timer, because this thing is a game changer for moving from one activity to the next. Instead of just numbers on a clock, it actually shows time disappearing in these visual chunks, with colors that shift as time runs out. It lets a child really see and process the passage of time, making those transitions so much smoother.
The app also offers some great guided breathing exercises to help your child find their center. Hot cocoa breathing is fantastic for younger kids. It uses that really intuitive action of blowing to cool. And for a more structured practice, box breathing guides them through a simple inhale, hold, exhale pattern.
Okay, now let's step behind the curtain a little bit into the parent dashboard. This is your private space to manage everything and, maybe more importantly, to gather some really valuable insights. So here, you get your daily overview, of course, but the real power is in these trend cards. They help you start to spot patterns over time related to emotions, sleep, or routines. You can also log specific incidents, and, this is huge, export it all as a PDF to share with your child's teachers, therapists, and the rest of their support team.
So as we wrap up this quick tour, let's just step back and see how all these different pieces really fit together to become a true partner in supporting your child. If you take away just 3 words from this whole explainer, let them be these. The routines, they build consistency. The comfort zone tools, they foster calm. And the shared experience and the data insights, they help strengthen your connection with your child and with their entire support network.
And that brings us to the final, and really the most important question. The power of this tool is all in how you use it. So after seeing everything it can do, what's the very first simple routine you're going to build to start supporting your child's day?